My name's Gyllian Thomson. I'm from Scotland, and this is the 7th of November 2024. I went to art school in Duncan of Jordanston, College of Art in Dundee, and I came out of there with a first class honours degree in design. And then I gave most of that up and became a teacher of art and design. I'm now back into my practice in the last 3 years. It's really important to be part of the art community and to be doing my work, because it really is what I am. It's everything about me, and it makes me a whole person. I was brought up in suburbia outside Glasgow in Scotland, and I suppose both my parents were very creative. I was encouraged to be creative. It was never something that wasn't ever allowed. And when I continued to be creative and wanted to go to art school, it was encouraged as well. I think my biggest influences are practically everything. Do you know, I am the same with music. It goes from classical to Pink Floyd, and I think that I love so many different artists and different types of art. I can go from David Hockney's iPad landscapes to Agnes Martin, but I think that if I really had to answer this question, it's probably the world around me and nature, and being here in rural Scotland now as I've moved out of the city. I just think that the feelings that I have as I walk into the country are the best feelings, and these are the ones that I try to translate into my work. I am a tapestry weaver on a scaffold loom, and I interpret my paintings into yarn, really. I don't often think of myself as a textile designer or textile artist. I think of myself as a tapestry artist, but I think my work looks almost like paintings. At the moment, I have just finished a large piece, which took me 9 months to complete. I think that I am not wanting to do that again for a long time, because it's so consuming. But it's really, really worth it in the end, because the outcome and the finished piece is just mind-blowing to me. I think the biggest challenge of being an artist for me at this time is my energy levels. I suffer from Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I can be in pain and fatigued. It's about pacing yourself and finding what you can and can't do for so long a time. So if you take breaks, it really helps. I am a bit of a workaholic, so I really have to stop myself quite a lot of the time, and sometimes I don't, and that's when the challenge starts. But you know, it's something to live with and something to manage, and if I'm creating art, it makes me feel good, and it really makes me get on top of things a lot easier when I am producing my artwork. The advice I would give to my younger self is that I would have listened to my body a bit more, not through physical pain or anything like that, just the feelings or the choices that I made when I was younger. Probably would have thought about them a bit more now. I haven't tried any unconventional mediums or techniques, but then again, maybe what I use is recycled plastics in my work, and in fact I use everything I can get my hands on, so it could be seen as unconventional if you think it's just going to be wools and cottons. I don't listen to music when I'm working because it's very emotional and it affects me. I prefer to listen to podcasts and Radio 4, Women's Hour or something like that. It just kind of falls away into the background, and I really need to concentrate on every part of my tapestries because they have to be translated by my eye, because I don't use a template at the back of my work. I just look at my paintings and translate what I see onto the loom. I think the best reaction someone's had to my artwork is that they can't actually believe that I don't make my work without a machine. They think that it would be impossible to do by hand, but it is done by hand, so the reaction is always of shock. And it educates people and makes them understand what a tapestry is and how you make one and how you create it and how you weave it and how it looks afterwards. So it's really a great thing to do, to have someone in the studio and see what I do. I think that I want people to take away from my artwork that they didn't know what a tapestry weaving was until they came back. They came to my studio and saw that. I think that's a really good thing. If they come in and they don't know what it is, and then they understand what a loom is and where I sit, where I weave, what I do, how I mix my yarns, how I use my bobbins, how I put it all together, how I paint before, all that. It's really great if they come away from looking at my work and go, oh, wow, that's been done by hand. So yeah, it's always great when people see my work up close and see how I do it. It's been great talking about my work, and also thinking about the very first questions about upbringing prompt a specific reference point within your work. It certainly did when I was younger and I was at art school, because I was looking back in time and looking at family holidays and the fact that my childhood was always very happy. However, Mum got really ill during school and in my art school days, and she passed away a year after I graduated. So I think that I was always looking to find that happiness in the past that I can't seem to grasp now. Just now, and I feel like there's always going to be that half of me that's always going to be sad, but the other half is always looking to the future and looking to see how I can make life as good as it is. But yeah, thinking about Mum is always a massive thing for me. But knowing that I had her when I had her is great, but I have lived more now without her than I did with her. So yeah, it is a sadness, but again, I've got my family and I've got my artwork, so I'm always really grateful for that.